Hi everyone, my name is Taylor. I'm a Rotor from UC Berkeley, currently serving as the acting Rotaract Governor for District 5160 and an advisor for the Stayover program. I'm really excited to be with you today for a tutorial on how to use SignNow to handle all of your permission slips and other paperwork. So by now, you should have received an email that looks something like this. Obviously, it'll be for fall 2018. And there's a series of steps for you to complete. Step number 1 is just to confirm your registration, right? And that's just a Google form that you can fill out, ideally right away. And today we're going to talk about step 2. So while step 1 is mostly just to provide some information to us, step 2 is something that you do with your parent to ensure that they're informed about what's going to be happening this week and that they provide permission for you to come. It also includes some liability waivers, an opportunity for us to collect some medical information, all of that good stuff. So in that email, you're going to receive a link, and it will take you to a page that looks something like this. So why don't we go ahead and take a look. So the SignNow link, oh, here it is. So you'll get a link that looks something like this, and when you pull it up, the first thing you're going to do is rename the document your name. So for this example, I'll name it like this. And then you're going to provide 2 email addresses. One email address for yourself and another for a parent or guardian. So I'll put in my email. And then here's an example email that we've set up for this. You also have the opportunity to edit the custom email message so that you know what you'll be receiving. I think that the standard lists some information about what the program is, the due date for this. So I'm just going to go ahead and hit send. And what this will do is it will generate a unique set of documents that'll be sent to your email and to your parents' email. So now let's go ahead and take a look at what that actually looks like both on your end and on your parents' end. So here you can see my personal email inbox, and I've just received the document. So I'm going to click on Open Document, and it's going to take me directly to the welcome packet. This welcome packet includes a letter for your parents to read with some information about the event, contact information for myself as well as the program chairs, Lincoln and Justin, some guidelines and expectations for everyone, and then it asks for you and your parents to fill out a couple of things. So here I'm just going to put in some example information. My name is Taylor. Here's my phone number. Date of birth. Oops. 4/20/96. My high school. Your district number is a 4-digit number. If it's not one of these, if you're from 5180, for example, you can type something else in. For this, I will just type in, I'll put in my district, and then your area. Your area is going to be, for 5170, it's a number between 1 and 13, 5160, number between 1 and 11. If you're from another district, you can just put not applicable. And then here, I'm going to sign my name. I've already put in a signature, but what you can do here is type something in or draw something. So I've got a touchscreen laptop, so I'll just put like that. And the date. You'll notice that the section for the parent or guardian to sign is blank right now. And that's something that they'll be able to see in their email. We'll go through that in just a moment. Here's another liability form, and I'm just going to very quickly go through it. You'll notice that it remembers what you put from the previous responses. So it remembers your old signature and the last date that you put in. Here you just put your name. Your parent or guardian will sign this. And then your parent or guardian will provide information about who to notify in an emergency and your medical information. The cool thing about this too is it guides you through. So up here, you noticed it said guide me earlier. Now it says done. So now that I'm done, I can click on that. It gives you the option to download it if you'd like. I'm just going to hit I'm done. Now I'm all set. If at any time I want to look at the document again, I can always go back to this email, hit the green button, and it'll take me right to it. So I can always look at this information at a later time. I'm also going to show you what it looks like from the parent's end, so that way you can get a sense of how you might be able to help them with it. So now we'll go to that window. Let's see if I've got that open. I'll go ahead and make that visible for you to look at. So here from this parent email that I've created, you can see the message here is a little bit different, but just so that way your parents know what to look for, it should have this as the subject line. It provides a little bit of information. So we'll go ahead and click on this link now. And so now you can see what it looks like from the parent's perspective. They've got a lot more to fill in. So why don't we hit guide me? It'll take me up to where they need to start. Again, it should look exactly the same. Here's the welcome letter addressed to the parents, contact information, expectations. You've already filled in your information up here. And now here's where they can sign. I'm going to draw a signature. Beautiful. Today's date. Now, if I click on guide me, it'll take me down to where I need to go next. Here's the waiver of liability form. Make sure they put in your age, not their age. We do need to determine if you're a minor, if you're over or under 18. I assume your parents are not minors. So when they provide their information down here, you'll notice that some of these fields are optional. I don't know. I don't have a home phone. Most people don't have home phones these days. So just fill in the ones that you have, or have your parent fill in the ones that they have. Really, it's just a cell phone number that we need. And then for emergency contact, same thing. Nice thing about this form is it remembers what you put in above. So oftentimes for certain things, you won't have to put it in twice, like the date or the cell phone number. These sections here, father's and mother's name, I've put them in as optional in case this information might be the same. Really, we just need to make sure that we have an emergency contact and a phone number that we can connect with. The form will tell you, or the form will make it very clear whether or not something is required or not. They'll either be listed as optional or something is filled in incorrectly. It'll remind you, for example, the zip code or the phone number format here. We also need the name of a physician. It's called Dr. Taylor. And a phone number for that doctor. The other piece that's really important is the name of your medical insurance provider. So like your health insurance. And then here, attaching a copy of the medical card. This can just be like a picture of the insurance card. And then down here, there's also a section to provide any additional medical information. So for example, let's say I was allergic to peanuts or something. That's something that I could indicate here. For this, when you do the attachment, okay, so for this, I'm just going to put something random for now. It should allow any type of file, but otherwise you can, so it doesn't matter if it's a PDF or a picture. And with that, you can click Done. And that's about it. It'll give you a finalized version of it once it's finished. Oops, where'd it go? And again, it gives you the same option to download if you'd like. And we'll notify the original party. So if we go back now to email, you'll notice, oops, wrong one. So if we go back now to your email address, you'll see that the forms have been completed, and it'll give you a zip file. So if you need to keep that for your own records, we have that saved. But this way, as you can see, it gives you the opportunity to complete all of this paperwork online. It should be fairly straightforward. You don't need to print anything out or bring anything. But we do have a deadline, I believe, as October 30th. So make sure that you complete all of these steps by then. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me or to the program chairs. They should be able to assist you with this. Otherwise, it should be fairly straightforward, though. And really, that's about it. It's again, it's a very streamlined process. It should make this a little bit easier. But again, make sure that you complete everything by October 30th. You do need to complete this paperwork in order to be able to attend. But congratulations again on being accepted to stay over, and I look forward to seeing you then. This is a really great program. I've been involved with, I think, 6 or 7 semesters now. And so I look forward to seeing you on November 3rd.